Okay, so today we are diving into this incredible, kind of hidden world that exists right inside your own body. And believe it or not, this world has a huge impact on how you think and feel every single day. We're talking about the amazing connection between your gut and your brain.
So let me just start by asking you this. What if I told you that you actually have two brains? I know, it sounds a little out there, but just think about it for a second. Have you ever felt butterflies in your stomach when you were nervous? Or, made a gut decision that just felt right? Well, those aren't just cute sayings. They're actually clues to a really powerful biological reality. And the reason you feel those sensations so strongly, it's because your gut is lined with a staggering 500 million neurons. That is a massive network of nerve cells so complex and so powerful that scientists have actually nicknamed it our second brain. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a whole other nervous system running the show right there in your digestive tract.
But this second brain of yours isn't working alone, not even close. It's actually home to this vast living ecosystem. And the best way to think about it is like your own personal inner garden. So let's get introduced to its tiny but incredibly powerful inhabitants. This inner garden has a name. It's called the microbiome, and it's this huge community made up of trillions, and I mean trillions of microorganisms. We're talking bacteria, viruses, and fungi all living inside your gut. Now I get it, the word bacteria can sound a little alarming, but the truth is, the vast majority of these little guys are not only harmless, they're absolutely essential for your health. They are a vital part of what makes you, you.
And just like any garden, the key is balance. This isn't about trying to get rid of all the weeds or the harmful bacteria. It's really about creating an environment where the helpful bacteria can just flourish. These are the good guys that help with digestion and support your immune system. On the flip side, the harmful ones can cause problems like inflammation, which is kind of like your body's alarm system. And by the way, they absolutely love to feed on sugar. So the goal is to keep these two groups living in harmony. Okay, so how in the world does this garden in your gut actually talk to your brain, which is all the way up in your head? Well, they're connected by what you can think of as the gut-brain superhighway. It's this constant two-way biochemical telephone line with messages just flying back and forth all day, every single day.
This whole communication network really works in three main ways. First, you've got the vagus nerve, which is like a direct fiber optic cable sending signals in milliseconds, super fast. Second, your gut microbes are little hormone factories, sending out chemical messengers that travel through your bloodstream. And third, your immune system gets involved, sending signals that can affect the brain, sometimes leading to what's called brain inflammation, which can make you feel anxious or give you that mental fog. It's an unbelievably intricate system. So here's where it all comes together. This constant chatter between your gut and your brain has a massive influence on our emotions. We're not just talking about digestion anymore. We're talking about a really surprising source for your feelings, especially things like your mood and even anxiety.
If you need one fact to really drive this home, check this out. It's pretty mind-blowing. Let's talk about serotonin. You've probably heard of it. It's often called the happy chemical. It's a key neurotransmitter that helps regulate our mood. So where do you think most of it is made? The brain, right? Nope. A staggering 95% of your body's serotonin is produced in your gut. Your brain, it only makes about 5%. Just let that sink in for a minute.
I mean, that one fact just forces us to rethink everything. It's like this researcher said, the gut is not just a digestive organ, it is a key regulator of our mental state. And that really highlights this revolutionary shift in how we're starting to approach mental wellness, looking way beyond just the brain.
Okay, so if our gut has such a huge say in how we feel, what can we actually do about it? Well, the great news is you have a ton of power to actively nurture your gut, and by doing that, you can support a healthier mind. So let's get into some practical steps.
It really all comes down to how you feed that inner garden of yours. The most important thing is diversity, eating lots of different plants and fibers because they feed different types of good bacteria. You can also add prebiotics, things like garlic and bananas, which are basically fertilizer for the good microbes you already have. Then there are probiotics, found in foods like yogurt and kimchi, which are like adding new beneficial workers to the community. And of course, try to limit the highly processed foods and artificial sweeteners, because that's what helps the weeds take over and mess up that delicate balance.
At the end of the day, it really boils down to this simple but pretty profound idea. A happy, well-nourished gut can genuinely contribute to a happier, more balanced mind. What you eat has a direct line to the chemical messengers that really determine how you feel.
And that leaves us with one final, pretty big thought to chew on. As we learn more and more about this incredible world inside of us, We have to ask, could nurturing our inner garden be the future of mental wellness? It's a powerful question, and it's completely redefining the connection between our body and our mind.